haven't heard yet, Crescent City now has DoorDash. With just an order away, this makes getting takeout simple and easy. But have you ever stopped to wonder how much effort goes into making sure you get those deliveries? Today, I'm here with Elijah Brunson to discuss what daily life is like as a DoorDash delivery driver. I just want to say thank you, Elijah, for taking the time to let me interview you today.
No problem. Anything to help you guys, help Redwood Voice.
Alrighty, well, first things first, how did you start working with DoorDash?
I was looking because I formerly worked for the school district, was out of work because the kids are in school. And I'm always looking for a side hustle. I was like, okay, I'm not going to be able to go back to work, lack of daycare, and DoorDash is everywhere else. When I found it was here, I was like, okay, did the background. It was an easy, seamless thing to do, pick up, because I have two sons who I co-parent with. So like the weekends I don't have them, I grind tirelessly. Boom, Friday night through Saturday, DoorDash. It's a great way to bring in some extra income, and businesses get to know you. They've got pretty much the regular ones where there's a lot numerous orders. It's been a great experience thus far.
What are some challenges being a delivery driver in such a small town?
Just being more specific on directions. I'm asking somebody like, are you east, west, north, or south? They're not familiar with the directions, and it kind of like
Pretty much they're very vague.
Right. Well, I was like, west is towards the ocean, east the mountains. That's been a challenge, and I'm sure other people aren't as descriptive, but it's like for me, if I'm going to a place, especially at night, some of the places aren't on the county map. It's not even on Google Maps, Apple Maps. It's like, oh, at Oak Street. I'm like, that's not a street. It has like all this private property. And I made a joke upon the delivery. It's like, what are you guys hiding back here? You guys like some doomsday preppers or something? Like, no one's going to come get you. Like, sorry, where you live, no one wants to come back here. Like, here's your food, but have a good evening. And they were kind of like, oh, don't put it in your phone. And I was like, I'm just trying to deliver your food and get the heck up out of here.
What's the furthest you had to go for a delivery?
The farthest I've delivered is up in Hayuchi, by the golf course out there. But it's limited though, because they need to figure out there's a glitch in the app where there's a lot of residents who want Seaquake and some of the amenities in town, but they can't get them.
How do you feel working as a delivery driver during a global pandemic?
I think it's fine. There's something, for me, I wear a mask out of respect for people who I'm delivering to. There's been just about everyone who I've delivered to hasn't worn masks, but it's, to each their own. But just please respect the fact that like I want to deliver with the mask on because I'm protecting you. You guys are anti-maskers or whatever you believe in, but you guys, it's not the most sanitary outside. I can only imagine.
Does DoorDash provide you with PPE or require you to follow certain guidelines for the pandemic?
They do provide a mask, hand sanitizer. And so like, I wear a mask normally and I don't wear gloves or anything. I just usually when I pick up at the various restaurants, I'll just have them put my bag for me and then just go. So it's minimal thing, except for unless they say hand it to me. That's the only minimal interaction I have with usually the customers or the patrons.
What is your schedule like?
It varies. Like there's peak hours, which is huge. You get $5 extra. It usually it's 9 to 11, 11 to about 1:30, 2-ish, 2 to about 4, 5 to about 8. And then there's varying times in between where you can get peak pay an extra 5 per delivery. Those ones are usually pretty interesting because I'm actually scheduled. That was a buzz scheduled to deliver during lunch hours. So it's I usually just do it in lunch hours where you get a peak, and then don't do it the rest of the day and do it in the evenings before dinner rush, which is great. You can kind of set it where it's like, okay, I'll do lunch. Business is 11 to 1.
So you can kind of pick and choose your hours?
Yes.
Well, those are all my questions I have. Would you like to add anything?
If someone's looking to gain some extra cash or just get some basic income, I would definitely recommend it. For me, it's been a huge blessing because it's like I was recently hired for a job, but I don't go back to the job for another 2 weeks. So I'm like, there's that void of income. So it's like, okay, you do that. You get paid the following week on Tuesday for deliveries. I've met a lot of great business owners, and the only drawback I would say, there's one business in town, I'm not going to say the name. It's just they make you go through drive-through for pickups, and it's called DoorDash for a reason, not door sit and wait for 35 minutes. And but they're quite busy, but I think they just need to change their perception of it.
Alrighty, and thank you again, Elijah, for letting me interview you today. And once again, with Redwood Voice, I'm Christina. Thank you all for listening.